Welcome to season 2024. I'm your host, Corian K. Pat Paget. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode.
Welcome to another edition of For the Health of It. I'm your host, Corian K. Pat Paget, and today I have with us a very important friend and close friend of the show, Joy. Coach Joy, how are you doing?
I am well, thank you. And thank you for this opportunity again. It is so good to see you and connect with you again. There's so much to catch.
Definitely. Yeah,
I'm
so
doing well.
it's been a minute. You've been ducking the show.
Yes, I have. And
I'm just messing with you. I haven't recorded in a while. This is like my second recording today, but I took all of 2022 off, just trying to be a good dad and whatnot. So
I
uh
know I see that.
I appreciate it. But how have things been with you?
Things has been good. Very blessed, very grateful for everything. Just looking at all the good things that I have in front of me and appreciating it. So yeah, everything has been good.
Okay.
No complaints.
Good. So I think either the first or second time we talked, you mentioned that you were a natural bodybuilder or into bodybuilding competitions, and then you had not competed in a while since then. But since those two times, you have recently competed. How was that?
It was actually it was good. It was different. I trained myself. I was a self-coaching myself, both nutrition and fitness. And the most challenging part of it, because I was also coaching other clients that were
Mhm,
also eating
mhm,
without telling them that I was also prepping myself.
mm,
Reason behind it, because one of the client, she's very competitive and there's a lot of things that she can get affected by it emotionally. And another client, she was something new to her, first time ever, a mother, weight loss. It was such a big journey for her, for both of them differently. And
mhm.
I don't want them to kind of some sort of a feeling, some type of way that they might pull back a little bit because they want to support me. And I know that for the fact that they will be so supportive, support me in everything. Excuse me about my cat here, sorry.
You're good.
But that is my kid over there. So have to make an appearance. So yeah, that was the most challenging part of it, is that um I wasn't really I wasn't really hiding it from them, because for like a purpose of kind of like a secrecy. It's not really
Mhm,
that. It's more
mhm.
protecting them, that they will not feeling some type of way. So that was the challenging part, that training them, making sure that they get what they need, the train and nutrition, and at the same time also doing my own. And all three of us have different type of body type,
Mhm.
mental that I'm managing, all three of us. And aside from that, I also had other clients. They
Okay.
were not building clients, they were just a client that wanting to gain weight, lose weight, gain muscle mass, or maintenance. So I
Okay.
was managing seven other clients on top of the two bodybuilding clients and myself. So it was very challenging, but it was rewarding at the end.
Okay. So did y'all all compete at the same show?
No,
Okay. Okay.
so they did their own shows, different states. Both of them, they competed in the same show, and one of my client went to a different state, and I went to a different state also.
Okay. All right. Cool. So besides bodybuilding, what else have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Just kind of switching jobs. Aside from fitness and nutrition, I am still in the medical field
Right.
industry. I took a job at Abbott Medical
Okay.
um, as a senior IT manager. So it's a
Okay.
different mindset as well, but still in the medical field type of way. And I did get, oh, one thing, something's new I would like to share.
Mhm.
I got my real estate license.
Oh,
So
congratulations.
adding it to my wall, but I don't really have a wall of certificates. But um, so yeah, I did got that, and it was difficult, I would say, but I got it done and setting it aside for now, maybe use it for investment in the future.
Okay. All right. That's what's up. So how long did it take you to get that?
Well, um, I bought it during COVID,
Mhm.
the class, and I keep on extending it because there's a lot of chapters and whatnot. And I keep on postponing my state exam. So
Mhm.
finally I did it. I took it one time and passed it. Thanks
Oh,
to
okay.
yeah, so it's about, yeah, a good 2 years. It was like a lot of hold, and it wasn't really my priority, but it is something that I've always wanted to do, curious, and expand my knowledge towards it, and do more about it in the future.
Okay.
And I have coming.
What was the last part?
I have a book coming.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that's a big thing. Tell us about it.
It is a big thing. It is a personal, I would say bibliography kind of type.
Mhm.
Uh, sharing my personal story and expressing everything I've had. It's almost like telling everything what I've had, what I went through, and everything, and hoping the outcome of it to be able to inspire anyone, gender type, gender, ethnicity, religion, regardless it is. I just want to inspire everybody, regardless of your age, wherever you are in the world, and especially the youth, I would say, because that's how I kind of started my life before I came here in the US, that this everything right here was just a dream,
Right.
was just, and on top of a vision, there's another vision, but it's, there's always obstacles in life, and no matter what, you never lose vision of what you're wanting in life. And any struggles in life, there's always a positive side of it. And
Okay.
just to the world, but really sharing personal stories from childhood to adulthood.
All right. So,
Hopefully that's coming out maybe sometime in May, before June, before my birthday. So we'll see. I'll stay tuned with that.
all right. All right. It's gonna be digital or print?
Um, we're hoping to print for now, but we're looking at both.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
We're
Sounds
currently
good.
working with a ghostwriter based in Africa.
Okay. Okay. All right. And do you have a title for it yet?
Yes, I do.
Can we get the title?
Not quite right. Maybe next time.
Okay. All right. All right. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Fair
We'll
enough.
cover everything, the title. We just have to finish the chapters and all of that.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
No.
Okay. All right. So fitness wise, you got a lot going on personally. You worked on getting your real estate license. You worked on working on a book and whatnot, telling your life story. But a big part of your life, is the fitness side of it. So
Mhm.
what's been going on new with you as far as clients?
Client wise, I've been gaining a lot more clients, and I would say last year I was overwhelmed. I took more clients than I can, both nutrition and fitness, 'cause I'm also a nutritionist, certified fitness nutritionist. So some of my clients, I am just managing their nutrition side of things.
Mhm.
And so yeah, it was just a lot last year. So I kind of took a step back probably around November. Like, it's time for me to take on virtual clients or finish my website. So I did. My website is up and running. I put a goal to myself that I have to get it done. I need to get it done before Christmas, and I did. So I
Okay.
finished the website. It's all released. It's up and running, and I can share with you as well later the link to it. So I offer online services, both virtual training and also nutrition management, and also offer my life coaching because I'm also a personal life coach.
Okay.
So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But I still have clients I'm seeing in person, and the same clients, some are referred clients, and male and female, all ages from 20 to 60. Right.
Okay. All right. So if you had to pin down a certain population of client, what would you say is your favorite client to work with or type of client?
Sorry. I really don't have specific, I would say, favorite.
Mhm.
I just really like to help. Everything is very personalized to me. That's why last year I seemed overwhelmed because every single one of them, I believe I had 11 clients,
Oh,
and
wow.
very personalized and really listening to their personal lives, not just their goals. They all have different goals. Well,
Mhm.
say this male client, he is a police officer,
Okay.
and it's a life, a father of two, a husband, and his lifestyle is so different. So I have to check in with him throughout the week because he might have an in-field service job going on. He's off track his meals and everything else. He get frustrated. I would go meet him and do a powwow talk, making sure that he's back on track, that kind of stuff. Um, I just love the outcome of it. Every single one of them bring a different part of me, and I give them a part of me also that change their lives in a daily living, and yeah, different outcome, different goals.
Okay. Hey, makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. So one thing, please don't take offense to this.
Mhm.
You are an immigrant, correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so with that being said, a lot of blacks in our culture, you
Mhm.
look at the Nigerians or the Jamaicans that immigrate to America, and
Yeah.
you'll be like, dang man, dude got like 7 jobs. So just in listening to you, you mentioned you're doing your personal training, you got your medical job you got, and then you also got your real estate license. That's at least 3 titles right there. Anything else I'm missing out on? Oh, author also. So
Those are
that's 4.
things, but I am an active national medical responder also,
Oh
which
wow.
I every first Monday of the month. And basically, if there's any national disaster in the United States, I will be paged and be picked up by a chopper and go somewhere to
Oh,
help. And I am trained to save life or death situation. It's
mhm.
based on medical background and pre-med and nursing in the past. So I'm still active with that. And I'm also active as a chairman of board. Um, I know I'm trying to like the actual maybe it's set that aside for a little bit, but it's something that's very close to my heart also. I'm a chairman of board for Minnesota Learning Disability Organization. It's a
Mhm,
nonprofit organization,
mhm.
basically working with kids that struggles in school and kids with color,
Okay,
mainly. So yeah, I'm appointed. I was a board of director and appointed to be a chairman of board for the community programs.
okay. So
So
so how are you balancing all this?
I don't know if you're forgetting, I'm also a mother. If I told you,
Yeah, yeah.
yes,
I don't know. Did I know that?
17-year-old.
Oh, well, I did not. I don't think I knew that. Okay.
Yes, I have a 17-year-old. She's a senior graduating and all of that.
Okay.
So that, yes.
All right.
It's
Awesome.
a precious part of me that you will not really see her in social media or anything like that. That's my world. No one can touch that.
Yeah. No, I don't think I knew that. Oh, yeah. Well, awesome. I don't think I knew
Mhm.
that.
It's the
So
best part.
yeah, motherhood. Hey, yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
I'm loving being a parent right now. So, I loved it so much. I'm doing it again this August, so
I love it till they talk back to you.
right. Uh,
Hurt your feelings a little bit, but
mhm. So, what are you said she's a senior? What are her plans, if you don't mind me asking?
be a forensic scientist.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, the
Cool.
follow my path, the medical side of it. Um, so yeah, that's her path. She's also very active, an athlete, and all of those other things. But she's just behind the scene, kind of teenager. She's
Yeah.
not that
She,
are out there. She's just in the house. I'm her driver, and the best part of it, when we go everywhere and anywhere, do you think she's my sister?
hey.
Or they be like, "What? You have a kid? What?"
Right. That's awesome.
Like
That's awesome.
last night we got our nails together, and they were like, "Wait, that's your daughter?" Because she's like way much taller than I am.
Gotcha.
And when I say like 5, 6, 7, whatever, she's taller.
Okay.
And I just love it. And when she call me mother in public and no one knows, I just love it. Like, I don't need to tell the world all this very personal to me. That means the world to me, every beat of my heart. But it's in my book, everything part of me too. So just kind of it's time to be vulnerable and share those, past experiences and what brought me here today.
Okay. Awesome.
Mhm.
Awesome. So how are you balancing all this? Like you're a mom, you got 6, 7 jobs. Well, how, I mean, I just mentioned I had to take off a year of podcasting just because, I was being a husband and a father along with teaching.
Yeah.
So how
Mhm.
are you doing this?
Oh, honestly, that is a question I get almost every day. Family, friends, or anybody that I end up talking to, or acquaintances, how do you do all of this? And I've never really asked myself that. Honestly, when I wake up first thing in the morning, I start my day when I can, when there's no distractions or whatever it might be the reason, but I always quietly pray, thanking everything, and that's how I just start my day. But I don't really look past today. That's just my own like self discipline. I don't know how else I can describe that, which I also preach that to other people. I can't really worry so much what's going to happen tomorrow, because I need to live today. I need to embrace today. I need to go through today. There's so much about today that a lot of people out there, even I probably have been in the past, that we're worrying so much about tomorrow that we're missing the beauty of today. And also today is a step for tomorrow, an ingredient for the things that you need to do tomorrow. So to answer your question, I make it happen. I make time. I log in at work at 9 o'clock in the morning. I train clients before I work. Sometimes I go to the gym and train myself. I also cook. I make fresh meals every day. I cook breakfast every morning when I can. Also make shake. I just make time. I find time. I make time. I don't look at it as, oh my God, it's 2 o'clock or it's 3 o'clock. I'm running out of time. I'm not running out of time. I have time. And I will go to bed at 10 o'clock at night,
You
and I
said,
will get all of that stuff done.
okay. So you do
Yeah.
go to bed at 10, because that was my next question.
Yes. 10, yes.
Okay.
Right. That I have a bedtime, meditate, go to bed, and try to go to bed with a positive mindset.
Okay.
It's how I set my mind for the next day. It's
Got
how I night before.
Gotcha. And
Mhm.
what time are you waking up?
Depends if I train a client or not. Usually 5 o'clock, 5:30.
Okay. And your
Yeah,
first client session is at like 6?
6:30, yeah.
Okay.
And if I a client like this morning, I work at 9. I'm very blessed for that too, that I'm not working 6 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
The gym around 7 o'clock. I know 6, I'm almost close to 7. Got my
Oh,
work done for the day. And I don't have any clients today. So I'm just kind of, pretty free after work.
gotcha.
And then
That's what's
cook.
up. Yeah. So what's for dinner tonight, then?
I'm thinking about ramen or some type of noodles or whatever that sounds good right now. Something warm.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it is, still winterish. So yeah, it will definitely for you. You said it was hailing and snowing and all just nasty outside. So okay. My next question is, you mentioned right before we started recording, you're doing a little more motivational speaking. Can you get into that?
Yes. Really quick, just to go back to your question about the
Mhm.
time, whatever, I'll make it short.
Yeah, go ahead.
Um, on weekends, I sleep in. So I don't do anything. On Sundays, I don't do anything.
Okay.
That to myself, not committing to anything or anybody. So just to make sure that people see that I'm not packed all week or
Yeah.
anything. But so yeah, as far as motivational, I've always been doing that. I've always been, kind of as much as I can, any encounters, it's not intentional. I end up talking to people. It could be an encounter in a store or any places or a gym situation or in the airport. It's I know that is my purpose. I know that it's me. That's what I'm here for. Because the minute I walk in a facility, a building, a whole entire airport, I know I change the mood. It's the energy of who I am, and it has come very natural to me that I can easily share my personal story. And I, just seeing that over the years or over a decade, that I've touched lives, so many lives, countless of lives, just by sharing my personal story. And if I'm able to do that, why can I not continue to do so? I cannot keep holding back. And if I can share this to the world, my ultimate goal is to publicly do a motivational speaking on how do I get there. I don't know. I'm not worried about it, but I already envision myself in a podium, hundreds of people. So that's my vision. And now I'm just touching one life at a time by, uplifting positivity, because there's so much negativity out there. And, there's always a way. Like, I mentor to my family member or loved ones. There is a situation in front of you that you've been asking for.
Right.
And since in front of you, you wanted more. I was just preaching about this to a loved one of mine yesterday, and I said, look at the other side of it. You're looking at what happened in the past. You can't do anything in the past. You can correct the past. You can learn from it. But if you not learn on it, that past is going to come back to you. You have to look at what's happening right now. Be grateful if you can. Because being grateful and that gratitude and all of that, sometimes it just doesn't come natural to everybody.
Right.
And sometimes they need to hear it. And the worst part about it, a lot of the people that are close to us or the one that we love, they don't like hearing it from us.
Facts.
So I'm not going to stop because you don't like hearing it. You are going to hear it more and more from me. But just reminding that be present. Be present, appreciating what you have in front of you, and stop worrying about what happened then and what will happen in the future or how I will do it. It's right here, right now. You ask for it. So it's here in front of you, and embrace it. And also, in every situation, it's not the worst, or you manifest negative.
Right.
And, it could be like a letter or an email or a message, sometimes rephrasing it. So that's why I've been kind of mentoring people to friends, families, or whatnot. Take a step back, look at it again. Whatever you're going to respond, it's either a text or an email. Read your email, because oftentimes I look at it as, when I'm reading that, it's through emotion.
Right.
So you are being irrational in your responses. A lot of people these days are getting caught onto that. Take a step back, don't be actionary, read it again, and maybe just a simple wordings, that kind of stuff. And just, they said, how do you cannot get mad? Like I get mad, but I get old.
Right.
Not holding in here, lingering or what. I just move on. And again, passes the fast. You can do anything about it. Just doing that, and any whatever hardships in your life. I've been through worse. I've been through so much that the world will hear and cannot believe what I've been through. Even as I've been abused in so many levels. I have been homeless. I have a whole lot of things. I have been negative zeros and everything. And that never stopped me from dreaming, from really seeing my vision, and really looking at the vision that it is possible, because anything is possible. I was just an immigrant, a 20-year-old immigrant, and moved in this country that I was then a 14-year-old dreaming to be here.
Right.
My house, my job, it was a dream. And now where I'm at right now, I know this is a dream to a lot of people.
How old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
39.
Okay. All right. Dang, that's what's up, Joy. Hey, you are definitely living the life. You are definitely a motivation to others. Your story is so inspirational. Now, how do you take this motivation and instill it into your training with your clients?
They hear it all the time. When they about the little things or whatever it might be, because they're so different, each of them, their life, what they do for a living, just personal lives and everything. Because as a trainer, you're also a counselor and a therapist at the same time. That's just how it is. And just really pushing them to almost like a personalized approach and how I motivate them, because one client might not take it the way I talk to another client,
Mhm.
just giving up, or we'll just say, for example, one of my clients, she injured her knee, and she wanted to go get a workout, like a training, and I said to her, you can, I'm not stopping you, but you have to look, do you really think you need it right now? Because you have the urge to go, but look at what can happen. It can hinder you to do all of these things for months that may cost you to even get a medical procedure.
Mhm.
Oh, it's like, and it's not just talking one time like that. I actually follow up with a text and a call. I'm
Gotcha.
fine all the time, regardless who they are. And from that client, that was yesterday, another client I saw in person. Now she was the self-cautious and everything else. I look this, I look that, I'm not good. I'm comparing myself to other people. And that's another mindset right away. I have to flip on how it's not about how I talk to her. It's automatically comes out of me on how do I can make her feel better, but realistic. Coding or just saying things just to make them feel better. That's not who I am. That my clients know that I
Right.
will from my heart, but in a genuine message that they need to hear, but they may not want to hear it. But I
Mhm.
will hear it in a way that it's not harsh, it's not hurtful, but educational and purpose,
Okay.
with a purpose to the message.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. Sounds good. So you mentioned earlier, you got a little bit overwhelmed with the number of clients you had, and you said you had about 11 clients. Was that just strictly one-on-one clients or virtual included, or how was that?
It was all one-on-one. I
Okay.
did not at that time. Now I have a virtual client. Oh no, sorry. I had one virtual client, international. It was a
Mhm.
male athlete that reached out to me. I was managing his nutrition. That
Mhm.
was just one, but everybody else were in person.
Okay.
When I said overwhelmed, I didn't have any day off. Unlike today, I'm not training any clients. Almost like sunrise, 5 o'clock, I'm training a client. At 6 o'clock, I'm training a client. No, 6:30, I had to push them around because they're from a different facility,
Mhm.
different location. One might be in Snap Fitness, one in Planet, and one in LA Fitness, one in Lifetime, just different locations. So one 3 times a week, I would be training 3 clients before I start my day job. And I have to be mentally prepared for my day job, because my
Yeah.
day job, as a senior manager in a multi-billion-dollar company and a consultant, I make decisions, big decisions for the organization. There's people that relies on my decision, what I do, what they do every day, and then turning that on and turning back off at 5 o'clock, and then start seeing client at 6 o'clock to 7, and the next client would be 7:30 till 8,
Right.
and that it's not really an hour because we end up coaching, mentoring. There's a lot of these talks in between. So my clients, end up being like an hour and a half.
Right.
It's almost 10 o'clock. I'm exhausted. I'm mentally drained. I didn't have time to train myself, which is fitness is very important to me. That is a part of my life for a reason. It saved me from suicide in the past.
Okay.
So fitness is a different, it might be a different question or a different, conversation later on, but fitness is a part of me for a reason. It
Gotcha.
has been part of my life and me. And so yeah, it was just a lot, but um the clients never felt it or never seen it out of me, because I'm still giving my best and my all to every single one of them. They
Yeah.
never heard me complain or rush them or any of that nature. I give them my best when I'm with them individually.
Okay. So, like, how did you relieve yourself of some of your duties? Like, did you let some clients go or what?
Yeah, I just a couple of them, there were a few. At some point there was 4 bodybuilding.
Okay.
Yeah, 4, that's a lot for training bodybuilding. That's the most detailed type of training.
Mhm.
Because I also have to be realistic with them. They can't be competing back to back because it's not good for their
Right.
health
Yeah.
with your intense diet like that. And they all agreed. and I have 90 days weight loss clients.
Okay.
Um, my goal with my weight loss client that after 90 days, if we met our goal, I gave them as a reward, I gave them free maintenance plan
Gotcha.
month, and then kind of from there see if they still need me. And a couple of my friends, they came back. Actually, 3 of them came back. So I'm just seeing them if they need a little push in the gym. So it's more like a per hour kind of situation. So it was 3 of my weight loss client. We finished the program, so kind of ease a little bit. And I did not take on any new clients. So that's how I kind of eliminate that. And I did not realize after I had more time to myself, which is more time, is 2 or 3 hours is a lot to myself. That I was giving a lot of my time, and I wasn't spending a lot more time to myself, and I almost forgetting the value of my own self, the
Mhm.
value of my time. And really, it's not about even money, to be honest with you. You know, my day job pays everything I have. It's my
Right.
passion that drives me to get there. It's that rewarding feeling that at the end of every session and every single client, it just feels good to help, to make a difference, to make someone feel how they should feel after they meet with their coaches, either nutrition, fitness, or life. But I was suffering inside because I did not have life.
Right.
um, and I end up getting sick.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
So,
that was, it put me a setback.
okay.
Mhm.
So that was actually one of my next questions. What do you do to unwind, and how do you enjoy yourself?
Um, I like to travel,
Okay.
so I quietly disappear. I
Yeah.
take some quick trips, and I am an extravagant traveler if I'm traveling alone. Unlike when you're with another person, you end up planning all of these things.
Hmm.
I look up flight last minute, and it could be midnight, and I'll take off and go somewhere. And I am an easy traveler. I find an Airbnb or a cheap hotel. It doesn't need to be Nick and Nack hotel, but it's just a decent prices. I would get away for a couple of days, just reset my mindset, be away from people that I know. It
Hmm.
does, and I'm avoiding people because wherever I go, I end up having friends by the time I leave,
Right.
whatever it is. And it's just that that's how it worked for me. And some of my loved ones would tell me that I'm avoiding what's in front of me. That's just how I cope myself. It
Hmm.
makes me a better person, a better friend, a better, just a human being to anybody. When I come back, that I have reprogrammed myself, my mind, I'm not going somewhere partying. I'm really just there to reset my mind. I could be going for a hike, walk, see a show, or eat or
Hmm.
whatever, or
Hmm.
conversate with people that I don't know. And I come back just, a couple of days or maybe a day and a half, which I've done a day and a half. I came
Right.
back that and self-care, meditate. I've been meditating a lot this past, I don't know, 4 or 5 months. It's been a part of my daily routine.
Okay. So one of the last times we talked, we were messaging each other. You actually told me you were taking a road trip. I think you rode down to either Utah or Colorado.
Oh
Uh,
my God, a long time ago. I feel like, yes,
yeah, yeah.
I
Man.
did. I actually did 2 road
Okay.
trips, 3 actually, in fact. So at that time, I was getting ready to. It was kind of planned, but not in a way. Middle of COVID. That was December 2020.
Okay.
Well, everything was shut down here. I just flights and whatnot. I literally that one afternoon, I went to a rental place in Minneapolis. I got a rental car, pack up some vegetables and food, and pack a backpack with me, and took off. I found a route. I wanted to go to Sedona.
Hmm.
Sedona. I heard about, how beautiful it is, the energy, the healing, and whatnot. It's a different type of getaway. So I just drove. I
Gotcha.
just drove and drove until my mind cannot handle the driving, obviously not risking anything.
Right.
But I tell you that everything, it gives me goosies to think about it. Everything about that ride or that road trip, it was easy, it was light. I know that my the God was with me along the way. And it was just easy, it was light, it was healing, it was beautiful. I cannot remember any tiredness or anything like that. But so yeah, I drove. I made it to Colorado in 10 hours. And I have an extended family there. I reached out to him last minute. He works for NASA, so he never really home. Oh, I'm in Colorado, I'm in town, and I don't feel like spending money in a hotel. Do you have a couch for me?
Right.
I crashed in his couch with his dog. And I stayed there overnight. I went for a hike the next day and got a workout. And I left. I started driving after that. I was heading, because of the route I took, I ended up in New Mexico, Albuquerque.
Okay.
Drive because of how long. I don't really have like a state that I can stop or a city. I just had to keep going until I hit the city of Albuquerque. I think it was, I don't even know, midnight.
Mhm.
I have never driven a pitch black road. New Mexico, a New Mexico interstate, the whole route over there, you don't even know what you're going to go, what you're going to encounter. I had no fear or nothing. There was no fear in me. There was nothing. I was just driving. I finished 3 books. I listened to a lot of scriptures, music, you name it, podcast. Yes. And I made it to Albuquerque and I stayed overnight. I had a beautiful meal in one of the restaurants there local. And same thing, I went for a hike, got a workout the next day and took off and made it to Scottsdale, Arizona in the evening again the following day.
Okay, man.
Drove to Arizona.
Joy, I'm looking up some of these distances as we talk. I don't know, exactly what part of Minnesota you left from versus to what part of Colorado you went to, but I'm looking at about 13 hours. So yeah, you were speeding.
I was.
And then I'm looking from did you say Albuquerque, New Mexico? Or
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that looks like a good distance there. And
then Scottsdale. Scottsdale.
Okay. All right. I won't look that up, but I won't. I'm not trying to put you out there on blast, for your speeding ways. But that's what's up, Joe. I'm glad you know how to unwind and take care of yourself. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. It was good, and then I took a flight back home.
Okay.
I did.
Gotcha.
It's a one-way road trip, and yeah, it was great. I was not rushing or anything. I was not in any commitment. I'm not committed to meet anybody or no one, no family member. I did not reach out to nobody.
Mhm.
I just reach out to anyone I know in the state when I get there. If there's a space for me, if not, then I'll get a hotel.
Okay. All right. That's what's up, man. I'm glad to hear that. And then just to have the financial means to do that. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't that expensive either. Like it was actually pretty cheap. The rental car didn't cost me that much, couple $100s. And again, you gotta be smart sometimes when you travel. There's much, and I've traveled a lot, a previous job, and you just over time you become smarter. You become a smart traveler and
Mhm.
learn, the shortcuts, the ends, just little tips and tricks.
Mhm.
And so yeah, it wasn't that bad, and eat some good food, cheap, and get to really kind of a lot of mental cleansing.
Right.
There was a Minneapolis at that time, not just COVID, but we had a George Floyd going on. We had a riot on. I was heavily involved with a lot of nonprofit by helping them get some food, packing. I was involved at least 3 nonprofit organizations. It was just a lot, and I was very active.
So that's crazy because I've been knowing you've been in Minneapolis, but I don't think I realized, George Floyd happened there. So you say you're a part of nonprofits. How was working with that?
It was I don't know, it was just it was a lot. Three major nonprofit here.
Mhm.
One right now they're kind of broken apart, the whole two, because there were just a lot of them kind of came up when that happened.
Right.
Everybody trying to help everybody have their own input, but I was just there to support. So basically, I'm a good friend with one of the biggest nonprofit here in Minnesota, retired soccer player or whatnot. So everybody knows this nonprofit. It's multi-million dollar, and there's smaller nonprofit that kind of kicked in when George Floyd happened and whatnot, and they're just looking for food and whatever it might be. So what I did, I personally reached out to the other nonprofit that I know,
Mhm.
where he can reach out to local grocery stores and whatnot. So, and I got all the food and all the thing that they need from the other nonprofit, and we shared it to the other nonprofit, kind of linked them up to the big boy almost.
Right.
And I know I was just there being present and show up to these different locations, help them bagging, packing, whatever it might be. I went to a couple of rallies, and yeah, was just there being present.
Okay. Okay. Random. I did a job interview back in September, and one of the guys I interviewed with is first cousins with George Floyd. So he shared that
Oh,
information with us, and how he actually started up a foundation in honor of his cousin. I forgot the name of it, but I will try to find it by the time I post this episode.
yeah, for sure. Yes. Yeah, there were several of them, actually, now I think about it. And I'm still connected with them. And even after that, before I actually took off that December for Thanksgiving, one of the local nonprofit, the smaller one, I volunteered to cook
Okay.
Thanksgiving meals. I packed it in individual containers, everything in my own dime and penny
Awesome.
expense. So I cooked it in my kitchen. They came and picked it up, and yeah, and shared it to people.
Okay. All right. Well, before we wrap things up, Joy, can we get all your socials and handles and all that?
Right. So thank you again for the time. Looking forward for next time. I know there's a lot more to talk about, but time is gold also. Time
Right.
is I appreciate all of this. So yeah, just make sure to check out. I have few pages going on. I have my personal page, which I will transition it to more of motivational again. Um, all of the different foundations I'm involved. We have not even get to talk about my own foundation in the Philippines and all these families I've helped back home. That will be converted to that. It's coach_joy. And that's my personal page. I also have a fitness page, JEvolve, JEVOLVE. That's from Evolve, Joy Evolve. And I started a YouTube channel. It's more of, I started a fitness to it, Fitness Joy. But I will add all of my links in my fitness page. But the main thing is my website.
Yeah.
TheJvolve.com. So
Okay. All right, definitely. We're gonna get that and just we're gonna put it up here. But hey, this has been another episode of For the Health of It. We appreciate you for coming on, Joy.
thank you so much. Appreciate it as well. Can't wait for next time. Mhm.